I have a book in me.
This is my friend, my brother.
Thank you, Kelly and Oliver.
I'm a multi-award winning best-selling author.
If you want to start a new business, I suggest you write the book on it.
God woke me up at 2:30 in the morning and I wrote a book.
Some of you got books already. Some of you got novels already.
The lead generator is the book.
You write a book, you leave a legacy to your children.
And I hope you guys listen to these guys so they know what they're talking about.
What's up, everybody? I'm the publisher, Mr. Kelly Cole.
And on the right, Coach Dr. Oliver T. Reid, the relationship architect.
Welcome to Books-N-Brothas podcast. We're back for another week. What's up, bro? How you doing? How you feeling? How you living?
I'm living good, man. Living good. You know, all is good, all is well. But I swear, man, I don't believe this is already, I think midweek already. It's already hump day. I can't believe it. I'm like, where did these days go?
Yeah, man. Time flies. I'm tired, actually, bro. I've just been going too hard. I need a mental break. I got so much stuff to do, and I'm always doing so much. But I feel good, man. Glad we got another podcast. Glad we were able to knock this stuff out, man, and give the people value. Been getting some good feedback. A lot of folks been saying they've been listening, they've been checking it out. But keep sharing it, guys. If you're listening to it, share it. Make sure you rating us on wherever you listen to the podcast. Make sure you're giving us a 5-star rating and leaving us a review so more people can check it out and we can start monetizing this thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Go like and share it. Let's go.
Cool. One of the things I heard feedback from, they like that we get right to the content. We don't give them a bunch of fluff and just waste time for no reason. So I'm good with that.
I love it. Dealing with you, man, that's one thing about it, man. You always overcame. I balance out. A lot of time I got the fluff, little cushion, not a lot, little cushion.
Well, I'm just, most of the time I'm busy. I don't got time to waste. You know what I'm saying? I got so much stuff I'm doing. I'm very direct. I'm to the point. I like to get stuff knocked out. So,
hey, check this out.
I'm
going to share something. I think I'll lead into what we're talking about. Me and you, we travel a lot together, hang out. You're my brother, right?
Right.
Kelly's like to the point, like even when he's eating, he's like to the point, let's get it done. You know what I mean? Like, but if we have a 4 course, you're going to be like, okay, we're the second course. Okay, we're the third course, and then bring the 4th course. But me, I'm still talking, like probably of the 1st course. And you be like, bro, we got somewhere to be. So I appreciate you because you always keep us on schedule.
Yeah, man. I don't like being late. I like, just taking care of the business and just keep going. But yeah, man. So yeah, let's jump into it. Let's keep our listeners on point, man, and share with them. So the topic for today is how to finance your book project, because I get a lot of people who come to me and they got a dream, they want to get their book done, but they don't have the finances or the resources to get it done. And I know, bro, I said I'm gonna let you start it off, which you are going to give the first tip, but I did want to start it off by saying this. If you don't have the finances, okay, to get your book done, one of the things you can be doing right now is actually writing the book. So, because it's one thing to not have the finances to, get the publishing and invest in the project. And it's another thing to not even have started writing or finish the book. So first things first, before you think about financing or the next step, the first things first, write the book, then worry about the financial part. All right. So I did want to start off with that. That came to mind as I was sharing the topic. But first things first, write the book. All right. Go ahead, bro. Give me your first tip of how to
write the book, get the job done, get the book done. After you get the book done, my first thing is don't just throw it out there. My biggest mistake a lot of times when I was a beginning author was just I would finish the book, I would put the due diligence in, Kelly, and then just put the book out. And one of the first tips I want to say is that you can get financial or gain financial strength or stamina if you pre-sell your book, which means list your book multiple sites. I think even with Amazon, they let you pre-sell it. You can also develop, what I help a lot of people do is develop a landing page where you got the cover and everything designed, and you can pre-sell. And what that does is even when you may not even, this is a tip, may not have it all the way finished or you finishing up, you can go into the pre-sale phase and start gathering your income to do your marketing, do all this other stuff, and all those multiple pieces that it takes to put your book out right. So you can pre-sell, pre-order. Good thing is right there, list with that pre-order. Say, hey, hit up your family, but then get them to hit up other people and be a surrogate for you. One of the things that I do a lot of times is say, hey, it could be a script or something else. Say, hey, listen, I'm pre-selling this. Can you get 10 people or get ambassadors to help you? So that's still all in that first one of pre-ordering and pre-selling.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so definitely pre-orders. Share one of the ways. Did you share the way that you do the pre-orders versus, doing it the Amazon way? Because I don't want to get people confused. On Amazon, you can only pre-order the ebook, but there's a way that you do pre-orders. What do you use to do your pre-orders?
Yeah, I use free website. You can be anywhere. You can use Square. You can actually even use PayPal if you got an e-store, e-commerce store. You can use your website, landing page, squeeze pages, whatever, to actually develop. But I use Square because that's one of the mechanisms that I always do my sales when I'm live anyway. So I keep everything in one particular funnel or one particular bundle. So another thing that people don't know, and I'm willing to walk you through, shameless plug, with writing coaching, is that you can actually, free tip is that Square actually allows you to host a free website.
Yeah.
So basically, if you got Square already, you got a website free on the back end. And what it will do is like you take your images and put it to a link on that site, and then you can pre-order or put a pre-order button, your description, the cover, whatever 3D images you have, and people can pre-order right there. So that's one site you can do. But any landing page you can develop will do the same thing.
Got you. And one of the ways you can get people or to incentivize people to pre-order the book is to give them some type of bonus. Okay. If you did a closed door meeting or closed door session with somebody, industry professional or something like that, or a celebrity or influencer, like say if you did a one-on-one Zoom call and you interviewed them, depending on what your book was about, give that recording away as a free bonus for everyone who pre-orders the book. Does that make sense? I hope that's making sense if you're listening to this. And it doesn't even have to be an interview with a celebrity or influencer. It can be you doing a presentation on something that relates to your book, if that makes sense. So think about some type of bonus or something you can give them to incentivize them to pre-order the book. Or, here's one. For everyone who pre-orders the book, I'll do a live group Zoom meet and greet, if that makes sense, and talk about the book and discuss the book and answer your questions about whatever the topic of your book or your expertise are, or elaborate. Because sometimes, people, when they read a book, they want to ask questions, or they want to get the backstory, or they want to find out what happened to such and such, or is there going to be another one, or something like that. Or if you're writing some type of novel, give them a preview of part 2 if they pre-order the book. So many different ways you can go, but just think of some type of incentive for them to pre-order the book. All right, bro, that was a good one. All right. Did you have something before I go to share my tip?
And then I would say make sure you can develop a script with that. A lot of times people won't pay attention, especially if you're trying to hit goals or you're trying to reach certain things. Just script it out. I'm learning the best way to do it. So you can say, hey, on this day, pre-order, on this day, whatever, I'm putting it out there, share, command them. I'm learning to do that because I like to say that there's no common sense in business.
No.
And sometimes people will they will be all over the place. So one thing I learned from you, Kelly, you used to teach it just a simple link, just a simple display where they can just, hey, go get it.
Yeah.
And instead of it being like, what, you don't want them to fish for it, you just want them to be able to pass it on. Because it's not just about you. You set up the system, but then you have them a place where they can go.
True. Yep. So tell them what to do. Tell them exactly what to do. All right. My first one is, you said pre-order. I'll go with this one. You can actually sell advertisement in the back of your book. Okay. Just think about whatever niche topic your book is. Think about getting people, not competing businesses, but businesses or speakers or other authors who relate to your book, and sell them a piece of advertisement in the back of your book. That won't hurt a thing, because you're going to have that free real estate back there anyway, if that makes sense. So you can sell that advertisement in the back of there. You could put, you know, coupons in the back of there for other businesses or something that relates to your book. So think outside of the box when it comes to funding your book, all right? Especially your first book. This is something that you can be creative with. So funding it, you can start with actually selling ads in the back of your book, which is something cool. You could sell $500 to $1,000 a page for advertising in the back of your book.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it. That's a great tip, bro.
Yep.
All right. Number 2, I got, man, I'm still stuck at the advertising. You know what I'm saying? That's just really dope.
Yeah.
Number 2, I would say you could actually, one of the things I haven't done, but I'm thinking about doing probably the next big book project I do, is getting investors to invest in the book. Kelly just mentioned advertising is a way you can get them in, but I can tie it in with just people that will invest in it. It could be that, hey, your book project is, say, 10 grand, and you need a certain amount of people to give a grand or 500. You need 50 people to give what? 500. And so from that standpoint, you can again go back to what I said earlier, type of script. You know, people want to know what they're getting. You can even do it to where, hey, I need you to invest in me. This is what it'll impact. I'm learning we're working in nonprofits and doing business that people like to see, Kelly, the sum total. For example, if you gave me $500, this would go to impacting so many lives per day, or whatever you can, however you want to make sure they understand that what they give you, you're going to do oversell, you're going to go above and beyond to do what you need to do. So it could be that, hey, if it's a children's book, if you invest in my children's book, I'm going to give away 500 copies throughout the course of this project to 50 schools. Whatever it may be. Or if it's a business book, same thing. I'm going to help young entrepreneurs. Whatever it is, incentivize it and put it and have different levels. You got a blue level, gray level, and a yellow level. Whatever it is, and then just break it down to that. Don't have a bunch of levels, but 1, 2, 3, this is what you get at the different levels. And then tie it back into Kelly. It might be what he said about advertising. It could be that I give you a shout out on the podcast, on the website you listed, on the index, wherever it is. So if I'm doing a tour, it's featured by X, Y, and Z. So those are just some simple ways to do it.
Yeah, that's good. That's dope. Yep. So, you know, putting their name in the back of the book, thanking them, mentioning their business. Like you said, you can put their logo on the back of the book. There's different, you know, options and different things you can offer advertisers and or investors. So great tip, bro. All right. The next one, I'm going to kind of piggyback on that. Like you said, investors. I'm going to share this with you. This would be a strategy. All right. You want to get the money to publish your first book, right? So, or your own personal book. Why not make your first book an anthology and charge people to put a chapter in your book? So just think about that. If 500 people, let's do the math. If 500 people, 15 people gave you $500, right? That's $7,500.
Right there.
They put just for them to put a chapter in your anthology. You can create an anthology first, sell that, and then use that money to invest in doing your own personal book. So think outside of the box. Create an anthology, charge people to put chapters inside the book, and then use the profits to go ahead and publish your own book. Does that make sense?
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. And so now you're using the profit to publish your own book.
Yep.
You're also bringing exposure to other people.
Mm-hmm.
I love anthologies because then you can actually team market. You know, y'all can kind of just really work together and get in sync. I love that whole concept of anthology, man, because at the end of the day, you and I'll admit I did an anthology and I didn't really get the gains that I wanted. Now right. I'm like, well, next time I'm doing it. So some of you out there may have an anthology that you may want to represent or republish or re-advertise. It's a great way to get financial support. I think the other way that came to my mind was the way you can incentivize your book or get finances is bulk sale. Bulk sale, going after the big fish, I would like to say.
Wow.
Is it colleges? Is it universities? Is it Christian bookstores? And saying, hey, just like you would get a third-party traditional publishing company that will go in and try to get your book in stores, you do the legwork. And I know, Kelly, you're going to hit this idea that we had. I don't know if you're going to share it, but we had about you know, just being in public places or public markets, right? And you're doing certain things. But for the big part is, can you get your book in stores, local stores, mom and pop stores? Can you get it universities to buy it? Can you get churches to buy it? One of the things I've done is I've had my books in bookstores, Christian bookstores, where people were paying me the shelf, or I gave them a percentage because they were buying bulk.
Right.
And so at the end of the day, it led me into, especially if you have other books, I made it make it off the top of the first book, but then they are also buying other products and they're going back to my site. So can you get people to buy it in bulk? Schools, universities, churches, organizations, groups, all those different things.
Will they pre-sell in bulk? Because I know you can do that once the book is done.
Yeah.
Will organizations and stores like that pre-sell in bulk? Will they buy in bulk before it's even
I've had some people, like when I was in North Carolina, back in North Carolina, a bookstore, when I came to publish my first book, they wanted me to send them a manuscript. They wanted to review it. They wanted to see the book content, and they let me do pre-sales.
Oh, and they pre-bought it. Okay, cool. That's
it. And they set it up to where I could come back and do a book signing. So basically, it was kind of dope. I was able to kind of pre-sale. I don't know if you remember some of those pictures, but they had an event. A friend of mine at the time had an event later on that was actually at a club or thing, and I was able to come and sign books for people that already bought.
Dope. Okay. Yeah, that's good. This one just came to mind. I didn't even write this one down. Now, I'm trying to think of the name of the site. Okay, there's a site called Teespring, teespring.com, right? What you can do on Teespring is do a fundraiser with t-shirts, right? And how it works is it doesn't cost you any money. All you got to do is create a t-shirt design, market that design, and it's a fundraiser. So create a t-shirt or take one of the sayings or quotes from your book and sell the Teespring shirt as a fundraiser and tell people, hey, this is a fundraiser for my actual book, all right? And just tell them to buy a shirt. I'm raising funds to purchase my book, all right? So that's one of the ways. I didn't have that right now. Did you want to piggyback off that, or you want me to get the last two I got? But go ahead.
I'll piggyback off that, then you give them the last two. I think that is a amazing thing. I never even heard about Teespring. I knew Teespring about the t-shirts, but I didn't know you can use it for a fundraiser. And then you can tie that with the book, you know, as well. You know, like you said, the quotes out of the book. I've seen people have the book and then have the t-shirt separately, but I haven't seen them lead the t-shirt into their book sales. So that's dope. I just wanted to say that. Yeah,
because that's what Teespring started. It started as a fundraising website, right? And you can get people, you know, to buy shirts in order. You're doing this to fund your book, and it doesn't cost you any money out of pocket. I've done it before and raised a bunch of money for my son's tour and all of that. So it's something that you can use. I didn't have this wrote down because I think people overuse it and, you know, it's become a thing that's taboo. But you still got the GoFundMes and all that out there. But I think if you do a GoFundMe, you should give them the book, if that makes sense. So it works as like kind of a pre-order method, but that is out there. But I'm going to give you my last two. All right. Another thing you can do is you can apply for PayPal credit. All right. Now, if you want to apply for PayPal credit, just search on Google PayPal credit. And what I love about PayPal credit is you get 6 months interest free to pay the money back. So you can get your book. That's why I say you should be done writing your book before you at the point of needing finances. You get your book done, then you go do PayPal credit. You got 6 months to pay them back. So you got 6 months to get your book printed, get the sales, and to pay the loan back. And so you're interest free. And then it takes only, so you're borrowing free money, basically. You got 6 months to make that money back. And it takes all of 10 seconds to get approval or disapprove. They'll tell you all they need is the last four of your social and your birth date, and it'll tell you within 10 seconds if you approve and how much you approve for. So that's one of them. Did you got anything on that, bro?
Love it, love it. So basically they do a credit check, or what do they do?
Yeah, they do a basic credit check. And then too, if you have a PayPal account, they basically use some of that data as well, if that makes sense.
Got you. And my biggest thing with that is how, you get a few seconds, you get it approved. How much is it instantly deposited after you approved?
Yeah,
or is it
it's No, it's instantly deposit into your PayPal account.
Wow.
And then
That's
you can move it to you can transfer, do an instant transfer to your bank account and all of that. So PayPal credit. So if you haven't done that, your credit decent, go ahead, you can try that route. And the last route, I'm gonna share this with a story. I remember when I quit my job. If you don't know my backstory, you can check out in one of my books or look for a video that tells the story. But I used to work 2 jobs. I used to work at Walmart during the day, Blockbuster at night. And I remember when I quit my jobs and I had one product on the internet and I was selling one a week, and it was only selling for $25. All right. So basically I was only making $25 a week trying to take care of my family. All right. Now there was a point where things got so low that I went around the house looking for things that still had tags on it or still had the price tag on it so I could take it back to Walmart. Now, you should be doing anything you can to invest in your dreams. I said that to say, look around your house for things that you are not using and sell them in order to finance your book. Like, it sounds radical, it sounds crazy, but look for things around your house to sell that you're not using in order to finance your book, or sell some stuff that you are using so you can invest that money and then you can always get it back. Does it make sense? So look around for objects, and how can you sell them? You can sell them on eBay. You can sell them on Facebook Marketplace. You can post on Instagram. You can sell them anywhere. You can go to your local flea market. There was even a point where I went to the flea market, right? And I took stuff out of my basement. I was going to the flea market every weekend to sell stuff to get money so we can eat. So I did whatever I could to accumulate the money to invest in my dream in order to keep going. So I wanted to share that in that way. So like, don't be above actually going and selling some things in order to invest in your dream. Last thing too, I'm gonna say about the flea market. I also started, and I do this now as a hobby. I go to the Goodwill and thrift stores and I look for vintage items and I resell them. If you don't know, I have a vintage shop. So I sell 80s, 90s vintage clothing. If you look me up, I'm on IG. It's Mr. Cole Vintage on IG. But I flip a lot of that stuff. A lot of them t-shirts and stuff I pay $2 for, and they go for $50 and $100. But that's just something I started as a hobby to get away from the computer. But that money, guess what I do? I put it aside so I can invest in other things because it's just a hobby. All right. But yeah, I talked a lot. I see you want to get in there, bro. Go ahead.
No. I'm baffled because that's one of the things that you can do. You create that passive income so you can do what you want to do, right? For yourself, for your business. And I'm learning that more and more because at the end of the day, there is something around you that you're not using. And I found it out just recently with shipping some things to Liberia. We were about to ship some things, family and I. And one of the biggest things that I realized that I had so much stuff that I was not using. So, man, use what you got. I love it.
Yeah, definitely. Because think about it. That stuff is cash. Like, even like books, old books that you got laying around, sell those books to invest in your book. Like, by any means necessary. And I know I don't show this side of me a lot, bro, but most of these people don't know I'm a gorilla, bro. I don't take no for an answer. Something I want, I'm gonna go get it.
Right.
I'm gonna make it happen. I'll sell everything in my house if there was something that I was going for. Like, it really doesn't matter. I'll sell shoes, clothes, whatever. You know what I mean? There was a time where I was telling my son, Aaron, he's 21 now, but he was a teenager. And he asked me, he was like, Pop, you had all of the J's back in the day. You know, when you had me, I had them at 19 and his mom was 17. And I was like, yeah. He was like, why did you sell them all? And I was like, did you want to eat or did you want your dad looking cool in J's? Like, I didn't care about that stuff. What was most important was me feeding you. But guess what? I got them all back now, and I've done it. I've got them all back without using my money. Now, that's a whole nother podcast, but I use other people's money to buy stuff that I wouldn't buy for myself. To me, tennis shoes is not a good investment. Now, I love them. I quote unquote, I'm a sneakerhead, but guess what? I want spend my money on sneakers. I use other people's money. And one day I'll break that down to you guys of how I do that. But I'm a collector and I love sneakers, but I don't spend my money on them. I invest my money. I don't buy liabilities, but I invest my money in assets. So whatever you got to do to get the money to get your book done, do it. Go ahead.
That's it.
What you got?
Do it.
Just do
Man,
it.
I'm sitting here like, do it. Let's go. Gorilla. Let's do it.
I didn't know I was going to give him a motivational message after this today. I didn't know, but I did know I wanted to share that story to encourage people, you know, because I get on the phone with a lot of people every day. And that's why I chose this topic that, you know, have dreams. And number one, they don't have the resources and they haven't thought about ways to get the actual money. So I wanted to give them some tips on how to finance their book project and help them. But first things first, though, like I started this off with, finish the book first before you start worrying about. Take the first step first. Write the book, then go to the next step and try to figure out how to get the finances and start doing this stuff. Now, if you can do these things simultaneously while you're writing the book, cool. If not, focus on finishing the book first, then go after the financing. All right, bro, you got anything else before we start giving my closing message?
No, man, I'm good. This has been so good.
I think so too, man. I pray that this helps, you know, people. Like I said, we've been getting great feedback, but share this, man. You never know who this will help. You never know who this is for, but share this so we can affect more people. And that's why we do this, man. We really have a heart for changing people and, you know, helping people's lives and helping people get their dreams out. Because let's be honest, I can be honest and say, like, I did a lot of research. I did a lot of work. I read a lot. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I invested in courses. I did a lot of stuff to gain the knowledge and also lost a lot of money, did a lot of trial and error to learn this stuff. So I want to help people. And I know there's a quote that goes around that says, hey, if I help enough people get their dreams, I'm guaranteed to get my dreams out. But anything else, bro? You got anything else?
I love it. And one of the biggest things, there's no excuse. You know what I mean? There's no excuse. Like right now, you know, I'm honing in on a lot of different things. And I just want to I feel led to say this. A lot of people might be saying everything is going on in society, life, personally, all this heaviness. But I'm learning, man, when I get channeled in, when you get focused, you got to tune everything out. And I don't know who that's for watching. Like you were saying, selling whatever you have, doing whatever you have. Like, and a lot of that is being able to say no and being able to say yes. I think you said it earlier on another podcast, not chasing the shiny carrots, but being able to focus and hone in. So if you want it bad enough, you'll do it, even in this time. There's no like I said, there's no reason for you not to do it. Some people are like, oh, so I'm not going to wait. I'm going to write my book after COVID. I'm going to write my book after protest. I'm going to write my book after this. It's really, you know, I'm working on 2 different things right now, along with ghostwriting, working, doing other stuff. Like we always say it on this podcast, it's real. Like going through emotionally, going through whatever, it's no excuse for you not to get the book done. Like I'm trying to tell you, like I'm working on 2 other personal book projects on top of the stuff I'm doing. The stuff that I'm doing because it's a calling. So if it's a calling, something you got a passion for, just get it done. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So yeah, perfect, bro. I mean, like you said, there's no excuses. You can get it done. Like you said, we get it done. So we know there are no excuses. We got a lot of stuff going on, and we figure out how to get this podcast done every week, along with all of the other stuff we have going on. So there are no excuses. And I told bro before we started this podcast, I don't want to do it if we can't commit to doing it every week, because that's what kills a lot of people. They start things and they don't finish, and they're not consistent, and then they wonder why they're not successful. All right. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I can start preaching right here, man. But I'm not going to start preaching, man.
Let me give you some water on the other side.
I'm going to close right here. But yeah, so guys, thank you guys for tuning in this week. If you want to book us for an event, if you want some one-on-one coaching, Doc can do writing coaching, relationship coaching. I can do book publishing coaching and also marketing coaching. Send us an email, books-n-brothas@gmail.com. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. And bro, any final words before we give them our famous quote?
Nah, man. I think we're good.
All right, cool. You don't have to get it right.
Just got to get it going.
All right, peace, guys. See y'all next week. Love you, bro.
Love you, bro.
I have a book in me.
This is my friend, my brother.
Thank you, Kelly and Oliver.
I'm a multi-award winning best-selling author.
If you want to start a new business, I suggest you write the book on it.
God woke me up at 2:30 in the morning and I wrote a book.
Some of you got books already. Some of you got novels already.
The lead generator is the book.
You write a book, you leave a legacy to your children.
And I hope you guys listen to these guys so they know what they're talking about.